Good day, sir. I'm KUGHANA along with my 3 other members, HAZIRAH, Kee Yin and JARIS. So, thank you for spending the evening with us, sir.
No worries, my pleasure. Yeah.
And we appreciate you're here to join us for this interview.
No worries.
So, to start off, could you please tell us about yourself?
My name is Sharvesh. I'm from Serdang. My background, I did my undergrad in law and my postgrad in Azyan studies. So my undergrad, I graduated from the University of Hertfordshire in the UK, and for my postgrad, I graduated from University Malaya. And currently, I'm working for United Nations, working with refugees, so refugee protection.
So my name is HAZIRAH,
Yes.
and the first question from me is, what motivates you to contribute to such NGO activity?
I don't know, maybe it's the way I was raised. I don't know. So I guess when I see a dog that needs help, or a cat that needs help, that is my biggest motivating factor.
What are the difficulties you face being a full-time working adult who rescue dogs and feed them?
Yeah, good question. So the most difficult part obviously is time. So finding a balance between having a 9-to-5 job and also feeding dogs, taking care of dogs, rescuing dogs, etc. So I try to find a right balance between my job and my rescue activities and feeding activities.
How do you ensure the safety of your volunteers during their rescue operation?
Our rescue operation so far has been pretty normal, I would say. So it doesn't take much safety precautions. But we provide gloves, and if they need water, and we'll maybe provide a meal. But for the most part, it's pretty standard. We just use nets.
My name is Binti.
Okay.
So now I would like to ask you the question about how do you feel when you rescue animals every time?
It's very gratifying at the end of the day, but usually, I don't try to dwell on the feeling too much, because I'm not doing it for me, I'm doing it for the dogs. So it's not about how I feel, it's about how I can make the dogs feel. So I try not to have too much emotional burden or attachment to what I'm doing. But yes, it is a very gratifying thing at the end of the day.
How do you deal with the stigma from the society?
I don't think we will be ever able to overcome the stigma without education. For my part, about the stigma of it, I try not to think about it. I try not to have that kind of... I try not to consume anything that has the stigma around it, because then it's just going to bring me down.
Okay, sir. So now my question is, how do you encourage the people to protect the animals?
Just be kind. If I don't want to overburden people as well, because I understand not everyone has the time, not everyone has the resources, the energy to feed, to rescue. But when you see a stray animal, a stray dog, stray cat, just be kind to it and don't be cruel. If you can't feed it, it's fine. So the simple things actually go a long way.
Hello, sir. My name is JARIS. Firstly, I'd like to ask is, what is the response of your community thanks to your charitable efforts?
It took some time for my family to get used to it, having a lot of dogs around and stuff like that. So there was definitely a trial period with that. But now they're super comfortable with the dogs, and the dogs are basically like our family. With my neighbors, I would say there is a good community of elderly people in my neighborhood. Not necessarily my neighbors, my direct neighbors, but there is about 4 or 5 aunties in the neighborhood, and we help each other out with feeding, with rescuing, with whatever, we're always there with each other. But there is pushbacks from like my direct neighbors. Sometimes the dogs get noisy, or like sometimes the dogs run out and they macam kacau orang. So there is pushback from neighbors, and basically that I don't know if my neighbors like me or like us or not,
Would you say your name has become famous in your taman as a result of this?
Yeah. Not my name, but maybe my house number.
How do you basically handle the financial aspects of the animal rescue, such as the medical expenses and also the operational costs?
So currently, for the most part, everything is funded by me and my partner. So we both work 9 to 5 jobs, and whatever we earn, a portion of our earnings goes into that. When it comes to like higher costs, such as for instance, when a dog falls sick or requires operation or treatment procedures, or to conduct dog spaying, right? Especially when it's a big number of dogs or cats. Usually, the one we try to crowdfund, and whatever that is there, and whatever that's not there, usually we try to take it out from our pockets. It's difficult, but we try to reduce asking from other people as much as possible.
In your journey towards helping these animals, what has served to be the biggest hurdle?
There is a few, but I would say that MPSJ, Majlis Pembandaran, policies in place, even as simple as only allowing 2 dogs per family.
Can you please tell us the importance of spaying animals?
Spaying animals is very crucial, especially when you have strays around your neighborhood, because you don't want the dogs or cats to spread, right? And you want to be able to control the amount of dogs and cats that are in the neighborhoods. I would say that TNR, trap, neuter, release, is the most important thing you can do when it comes to stray animals.
A number of people tend to claim that spaying or neutering animals is a harmful act, as it tends to get in the way of their natural instincts. What would you have to say in regards to that?
When there's hundreds of dogs in per capita or in your neighborhood or whatever, how are you going to help the dogs, or how are you going to manage that? It's going to cost more dogs to be killed by cars. 1, it's going to annoy people in the neighborhood more. 2, it's going to cause more diseases to spread, not only amongst dogs but also humans. What if touch wood, a dog catches rabies? So a dog grows or has rabies, and then it bites a person who's a passerby, and then MPSJ or whoever is going to come and kill 100 dogs. So what is the best way of preventing this is spaying dogs and neutering cats.
So I've been looking through your social media, specifically your Instagram. So from there we could see the activity that you've done and everything. So my last question would be, where do you view yourself in the next 5 years? So do you plan like opening a shelter or what?
Good question. So I really don't know. I don't know where all of this will take us. But I do want to expand, and I do want to help more dogs, more cats. But I just want to have a positive outlook on things, and hopefully that I can maybe have a shelter, or maybe have a bigger plot of land somewhere, a bigger house even. I'm still going to keep doing, and I'm just going to figure out as it goes. Because the thing about having a shelter and all these things, it requires money, and I don't want to burden, because then I would have to come up with money, and I would have to burden other people, ask for funding, etc., etc. So I don't know how I really feel about it, because there are so many people with shelters out there who are so underfunded. So instead of me opening up a new shelter and then funding all over again, why not people put their monies into the shelters that already exist and fund them? And that does not mean that I want to stop what I'm doing. No, I'm still going to continue what I'm doing, and I still want to grow, but I would still like to focus on the shelters that are already existing. For now, just take things the way it is and go from there.
Yeah, so basically you just follow the flow.
Alright everyone, that concludes our video with Mr Sharvesh, a true hero to his community. We asked these questions in an effort to raise awareness on the state of dogs being treated in their community, and as a result, to raise awareness on Mr Sharvesh's efforts. And with that, we say goodbye, thank you, and take care. Bye bye.